What's up, you guys? Apoptosis808 back with another WoW Classic Rogue Guide video. So this time, I'm not going to teach you guys a new specialization. I'm not going to teach you guys a new gold farm. This time what we're going to do is cover how to get your Hand of Justice. So Hand of Justice, one of the best in-slot trinkets right now for rogues that you can get. Just to show you guys what it does in case you're not familiar, it's 2% chance on melee hit to gain 1 extra attack, equip plus 20 attack power. It has a fairly low chance of dropping at about 5% from Angerforge in our favorite place of all time, Black Rock Depths. Now, the way that I recommend doing this is to get yourself a friend. I have Harmondale here, a rogue from my server who told me about this run and who's helping me run it. It's better to do as 2 rogues. You can do this solo, but there's a lot of RNG involved in it. You're most likely going to die a few times where you don't necessarily have to. With 2 rogues, it's pretty much guaranteed to be pretty easy and clear to do. So first of all, what you want to do is actually clear some of the ads up here. You can see I've marked this Fire Guard Destroyer here. We do need to take him out as well as these other dwarves and the elemental there, so we're just going to go ahead and do that now. Really simple to do as 2 rogues. You can do this as 1 for sure, but again, just having 2 people makes this go a lot faster. Now, if you are going to do this solo, what I would recommend having is a really good amount of health potions as well as bandages. You're going to need to use your crowd control abilities like Gouge and Kidney Shot and Heal Up in between, just to make sure that everything's okay. So, it looks like while my rogue friend was able to bring the poisons, he forgot to bring some food, so let's go ahead and give him some here so he can heal up real quick and we can make this go a little faster. It is a lot easier, like I said, with 2 rogues. The reason for that is not only are you going to be doing more damage, but you can also sap one and keep the other one up and kind of burst them down real quick here. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and sap this guy on the right. And wait for energy, go ahead and sap him, and then we'll just go ahead and open up. I do recommend doing this as some form of combat specialization. Having Adrenaline Rush and Blade Flurry makes this a lot easier to do. You'll see exactly how we're going to finish up doing this in a second. But doing this as subtlety, while it is nice, I wouldn't recommend both rogues go subtlety for this. I would say 1 rogue can go subtlety pretty okay. That gives you the option to have improved sap. That makes doing this next pack a lot easier. But if you're both combat, it's really not too hard, honestly. Both combat makes this go pretty smooth. So this next pack here is sort of the most difficult part of this. It will have at least 1 Fire Guard Destroyer and then these 2 dwarves. I usually like to sap the Marshal. These are both Marshals. Those are the guys that are going to heal. So we'll just sap one of them and we're going to burst the dwarf down and then we'll take out the elemental here. So 1 second. Oh, one thing I did forget, and I'm slacking on here myself. Poisons. The poisons I recommend for doing on this run is instant poison in the main and then just do crippling poison on the offhand weapon, and that'll come in handy for clearing out those clearing out the dwarves. So let's just go ahead, we'll sap this guy, bring the rest over here. I am gonna pop evasion. These guys can actually do quite a bit of damage, and even though we have 2 people working on this, I might have to potion. We'll see. Okay, so we got him down. It looks like Harmon here has pulled some aggro. That means that we're open to backstab here. Okay, looks like we should be pretty okay. Alright, nothing too shabby. Being overpowered undead, we can just eat this corpse here. Don't have to waste a bandage. Nice. Okay. And then once we're healed up, we'll just take care of this last Marshal real quick. The more geared you are, the easier this is going to be. Both Harmon and I do have raid weapons, although, as you can see, it's pretty easy to do this. You don't really have to have 2 high-level weapons. I would recommend not just doing it straight once you're level 60, though. Okay, so now that we've cleared out the ads that are on this row here, so that was once again to just explain, the patrolling fire elemental here, the 2 dwarves that sit at this entrance, and then the pack that sits over there, the 2 dwarves plus the elemental. So what we want to do is go ahead and I'm going to show you guys this jump here. This is the jump that we're going to be using in order to patrol Angerforge and his ads around. So what you do is you want to stand basically at this line right here. It's kind of the second line up from the bottom. You want to stand at this line. I like to stand more towards the stair edge, and then you kind of just jump. So you're going to jump and it's going to put you kind of right over here. And then what you can do is actually you're going to pull these guys with your bow. So you want to make sure you have a bow and some pretty good arrows with you. I did splurge. I got the thorium headed arrows here, but bullets will work as well, of course, if you use a gun instead. So what we do is once we're both in position and ready to go, we can go ahead and just pull them. Now that I'm up here, they're actually going to run around. You'll see here in just a second, they're going to come up these stairs here and they're going to run around. There's a ledge that actually goes all the way around to right over here. Once they get over here, we're gonna jump back down and they're gonna run all the way back around again. And we're just gonna repeat that, killing the ads and then getting Angerforge down to around 40% and then bursting him down. So let's take a look at how we do this. Okay guys, so to pull the ads over here in Angerforge, what we're actually going to do is one of the rogues, what you want to do is jump up on that ledge and walk around to the side here. One of the rogues is going to stand up there, and I'm going to go down to the bottom floor. What I'm going to do is pull by unstealthing. So I'm going to pull everyone to me, and then he's going to shoot Angerforge with his bow. What that's going to do is the ads are going to stay on me, which will allow me to blade flurry them down, and Angerforge will pull up to him, and you'll see him basically run off. So I have free clearance to just take these ads down real quick. After that's done, I'll run back up here and join the fight with Angerforge. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's just mark him so he knows we're about to start. And we pulled. Let's go ahead and pop evasion. And we just want to make sure, there we go, Angerforge got pulled. Now what we're going to do is just take these ads out. They're real simple and they're not going to run from you, so there's really no need to worry. Awesome. While we're down here, we can go ahead and bandage up just in case. We do have Vanish just in case we accidentally pull Angerforge like this. So you see that. So we can go ahead and just vanish out away from him and he's going to pull back to the other rogue. So that's okay. Nothing to worry about there. If you do bandage, you can sometimes pull threat if he hasn't done quite enough yet. So now we can position ourselves over here, jump onto the ledge, and you'll see Angerforge is going to start running around. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and start shooting him with the bow. And then we will back down here real quick. You can use your full energy bar if you want to when you're up there. Keep in mind, you really just do not want to, you really don't want to overstay your welcome. The second that you start to get low, you're going to want to jump back down and let Angerforge just pat around the side again. One other thing I'm going to do while he's going around is I'm actually going to switch this to have both his numeric and percentage value displayed. What you want to do is continue this sort of pattern here until he hits around 42, 43%, somewhere between 43 and 47%. Okay, we can actually get a couple more hits in there because he's aggroed onto Harmon. And we'll go ahead and just keep hitting him with the bow here. We can even rupture him here as well, just for a little bit of extra damage. And you can see if he's continuing to be aggro to one of your friends, you can pretty much just stay up here and do some damage whenever he starts coming by. So this is actually a pretty quick and efficient way to do it. You just want to make sure that you're not kind of overstaying your welcome for too long. That's what the sort of key to this is patience. Okay, when he starts hitting 47% there, you want to go ahead and save your combo points, because once he hits 40%, that's when he pulls his ads. So right around 47, I would say between 40 and 47%, once he hits that, you want to go ahead and burst him down. So when he comes back, go ahead, pop all your cooldowns. And then you're just going to go ahead and burst him down. Pop evasion. And with 2 rogues, this is really simple to do. There you go. He's dead. You go ahead and loot him up. So we didn't get Hand of Justice that time. That's okay. Just go ahead and greed that. And before the ads get here, you can actually stealth and they won't even pull to you. So you stealth kind of quickly depending on how fast you can do it, because remember, our vanish is actually down. And that's it, you guys. Honestly, that's the entire run. It's pretty simple to do with 2 rogues, like I said. I was able to farm my Hand of Justice this way. I got pretty lucky. I didn't have to do too many runs, but it's a lot faster, a lot more efficient than having to wait for groups to form and having to roll off against 4 or 5 other people. You know, if you have a rogue friend and neither of you have Hand of Justice, this is a really fantastic way for both of you guys to get it. Just make sure that whoever gets it first sticks around and helps you get it afterwards. This is the sort of creed of the stealth runners. You want to make sure that both people get that Hand of Justice. So I hope this helps out you guys. I hope that this proves to be valuable for you in getting your Hand of Justice. Again, big thank you to Harmondale for showing me exactly how this run works and helping me do it here for all you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop over to twitch.tv/apoptosis808, leave a comment below, or you can check out my Discord, all of which are in the description. And I appreciate you guys for all the support, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks and take care.